Okay, hey Roy. So I wanted to start off by saying thanks to you and your team of amazing editors at School Library Journal for giving us at Speedy Publishing the opportunity to showcase our forthcoming collections scheduled for release in February 2024. To get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about who we are at Speedy Publishing. So we're an independent publisher with 23 imprints, 11 of which are focused on K through 12 content. Some of our more popular imprints include Baby Professor, Pets Unchained, .edu, and Professor Beaver. Our content creation process is slightly nuanced. We take a granular approach to subject topics during our editorial process. So what that means is that when we create content, it's laser targeted and focused to that specific topic or subject. So let's take, for example, these five titles that we've got at the top of our screen. So they comprise the topics for the subject of ecology taught to grade 3 students. So within ecology, there are topics of habitats, the balance in nature, understanding energy flow in the food chain, man's impact on global ecosystems, and environmental threats. And these are all covered by individual titles in our catalog. So this really allows us to go in depth into these topics. And students benefit from that by having access to more in-depth knowledge on that topic. So our curriculum, as seen on this slide, is designed to use common topics that are found in multiple curricula across the United States, right? So as an example, here is the grade 3 ecology side or ecosystem side of the Illinois State Board of Education, and that has the same topics as we have in our existing curriculum. And we can then port over, of course, to the Texas Educational Knowledge Standards, and we have the same topics as listed in their curriculum. So we're really pulling from everyone and taking everything that's common. Okay, so each of our titles pairs stunning images and the appropriate grade, lexile, and guiding reading level text. We use unique layout designs and callouts such as high interest did you knows, bonus content, and glossary features that keep readers glued to each page. Speedy currently has no back orders, something I'm very proud of right now, and we keep inventory on every single title that's in our catalog, especially for our K through 8. We have a very short turnaround time for reprints. That's just 3 business days. And our titles are available in hardcover, paperback, multi-user ebooks, reinforced library binding, and audio format. So over the last year, we've launched several collections which have good sell-through rates and have been a hit with educators and students alike. For example, on our screen, we can find our grade 3 to 5 collection of American history, covering topics such as the 13 U.S. colonies, the American Revolution, the Bill of Rights, the journey of Columbus to the Americas, and much more. Throughout our catalog, we have well over 100 biographies, and so because of that, we were able to put together a stellar collection of biographies of women, such as Mae Jameson, Margaret Thatcher, Elizabeth Blackwell, and Helen Keller. And this has been dubbed our I Am Woman collection that has been another hit with readers and educators alike. So in August 2023, we launched our first educational database, and that is the Speedy Publishing Online Reader. Our reader is available exclusively through Mackin Educational Resources with year-long subscriptions for schools, school districts, and libraries. Our reader is also accessible on the Apple and Google Play stores. It is compatible with Canvas LMS, Schoolology, Google Classroom, Clever, ClassLink, and OneRoster. So our database has over 3,000 curriculum-aligned titles delivered through a cutting-edge platform with audio, language translations on demand, and the Microsoft Immersive Reader, really bit of new technology that we were able to add to the reader. Here are a few examples of how our books render on the reader. Again, you can see our trademark callout with our Did You Know feature, and of course, really great reader-friendly fonts and standing out images that are beautiful to look at and review. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to cover 3 of the collections that we have due for release in February 2024. So first, we're starting off with our Early Learner Science Collection. This is a collection of 3 science books for grade 1 with a reading level of grade 1, interest level grade 1 to 2, between 72 and 74 pages, and each book has a trim size of 8.5 by 8.5 inches. And students will learn about, in this collection, about the tools that make exploring and understanding our world possible. From magnifying glasses to thermometers, young learners are introduced to the exciting gadgets that make science so much fun. Next, we explore the primary states of matter. Students will learn about solids, liquids, and gases and how they transform from one state to another. The last book in the series, of course, explains how different substances can be combined and separated. High-quality pictures and age-appropriate content will give students an excellent introduction to the beautiful world of science. So looking at the design of the books, we can see how our trademark high-interest callouts with great images and reader-friendly fonts actually appear within that content. So next is our U.S. National Identity Collection. That is, of course, a collection that has a reading level of grade 2, interest level grade 1 to 3, between 72 and 80 pages, and each book has a trim size of 8.5 by 8.5 inches. So this collection of 4 books introduces second grade students to a rich tapestry of our nation's identity. The first book explores historic places and landmarks such as the Liberty Bell and Mount Rushmore. 2 titles that explain the origin and the significance of national and cultural holidays that unite all Americans. This ranges from Independence Day and Thanksgiving to the Chinese New Year and Cinco de Mayo, both national as well as cultural. In the last title of the series, readers will discover the stories behind symbols such as the American flag, and students will learn other patriotic expressions that unite us as a nation. Again, looking at the design of the layouts, we can see our features and the use of bright colors, reader-friendly font, and high-quality images that will hold the interest of young readers. The final collection that we want to review today is of our grade 6 to grade 8 series on chemical reactions. With a reading level of grade 7, interest level grade 6 to 8, between 72 and 84 pages, and each book has a trim size of 8.5 by 8.5 inches. This collection of 5 titles will give students a deeper understanding of chemical reactions, starting by exploring elements, atoms, and compounds, then learning how chemical reactions are represented through word and symbol equations. Students will, of course, follow step-by-step processes of chemical mixtures and how important this concept is to understanding chemical reactions. So we can go ahead and take a look. Again, you'll see, of course, really bright colored images and age-appropriate content with our usual call-out features that keep readers engaged. So, of course, once we've done that, we want to kind of head over to make sure that we take a look on what the content actually looks like really quickly. So we're going to take a really quick look at 3 of the titles. First, we're going to start off with the first title, which is All Kinds of Matter, which is in our Early Learner Science Collection. So we're going to kind of flip through the pages. Of course, this is our cover right here, All Kinds of Matter. Then we're going to flip through the pages of what you see once you open the title. We've got our table of contents. And then, of course, you're going to see our bright colors, use of animation alongside alongside actual images. And, of course, each one of our images are, of course, well labeled. We've got large font that fits within that grade 1 category, and the spacing of our content and the spacing of our fonts are just great, fantastic. And we have what are known as between chapter interstitials that really helps to kind of stand out to the reader. And so you'll see chapter 1 here, States of Matter. And then, of course, we can continue to go through, and you'll really realize that a lot of the content that we have here is bright, very, very engaging, and of course kind of speaks to the content. We have really, really useful images, not images that are kind of just dropped there, but it's very, very descriptive of the images to kind of align with the content that we have. Again, you can see the use of animation alongside a physical image. And of course, full page spreads are something that we definitely like to use because it keeps that level of continuity throughout the book itself. As you can see, as we can go along, lots and lots of bright colors, lots and lots of really outstanding images and text that grabs that particular reader in that grade level. And then we can head over to, of course, our grade 2 title, which has to do with, of course, our U.S. national identity. And then, of course, we've got our cover. Then we, of course, scroll in here and we can see more of that. We've got our interstitial in that particular page. Bright colors, again, very, very descriptive. Lots and lots of content, of course, or trademark Did You Knows and Did You Know feature. And we can continue to go through here. Information on the Liberty Bell, etc., etc. Again, more full page spreads on Did You Know, really great imagery that keeps that reader there glued to that particular page. And finally, we can take a look on one of our chemical reaction titles. Here's Bad Reaction. That was our cover here, which is a play on chemical reactions there. And then we have our table of contents, our front matter page. Again, full spreads are something that we definitely like because it does keep that reader engaged. And then, of course, our interstitials, again, kind of tells the reader, okay, here's a break in that particular content. And as we can go on here, every single image is going to be labeled and correctly labeled as well. And it matches to the content. We also have information for glossary, different things that are placed there with different words that children might have that students might have a challenge with. So that pretty much, again, all of these titles are available digitally, as well as the physical version is available for review to all editors at SLJ who want to be able to review these titles. And so let's head back to our slides. So again, guys, I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for taking the time to go over this introduction. And again, we're making sure that the digital versions of these titles are available to the editors to review. And again, we just definitely look forward to any kind of positive review or realistic review of our titles, so that we can definitely get better as things go along and create the best content for the students that we want to. And again, guys, thank you so much. And we can be reached at admin@speedypublishing.com or sales@speedypublishing.com. In fact, any email that you want at speedypublishing.com, we can actually be reached at, as well as 888-248-4521. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'm, again, Colin Scott, Business Development Officer for Speedy Publishing.